My name is Priit Pärn. I'm an Estonian artist, animated filmmaker. Quite a big part of my life I always have been teaching animation. I don't have special education in art or filmmaking. I am educated like biologist, and I work 6 years like plant ecologist. After graduation, Tartu University, and then I switched to animation. The big thing what I tried to do when I came to animation, I want to make metamorphosis, change one image to another. I make one film with this, it's called Unplayed Tricks, and it was enough for me. It wasn't exciting anymore. But still, some critics are writing that Priit Pärn is like great in making metamorphosis. So I think what also is kind of humor, it's irony. Irony is satire, it's very open, attacking to somebody. But irony, especially if there are also self-irony. So if I'm doing my films, I never try to teach somebody or to say that this is right. To say things so that maybe it's right, but at the same time maybe it's wrong. I started to draw caricatures even when I studied in school before university. For me, humor was very important stuff. Then I also made illustration for some magazines. Maybe it was a little bit accident that I moved to direction of animation, but actually way of thinking of caricaturist and way of thinking of animated filmmaker, there are kind of similarity. They are both having high level of abstraction. So, and then it happened, some director asked me to make design for his film. I don't think very long, I said yes, I'm coming. And so it's happened. When I work like caricaturist, in the beginning, its biggest problem was how to draw, because I'm talking now about mid-60s in Soviet Union, in Estonia. It was very hard to get some information what's going on in the world. So you have seen some like local caricaturist drawings. I don't like this. And then by accident we saw something what was exciting, and it's like long way to create your own drawing style. Question of stylization, and still I think now in any art school they teaching this stylization, how to simplify drawing. You can do for children illustration also very complicated visual picture, but in animation you have to simplify, because if one drawing taking 5 hours from you, so it's impossible to make film like this. I was like a beginner caricaturist. This information what you can get in late 60s, in the beginning of 70s, it mainly came from Poland, this time Czechoslovakia. So it was possible to buy their art magazines and humor magazines in Estonia. And I had really influences from these artists. When I went to animation, it was year was 76. I know exactly what I want to do in animation. From very egoistic point of view, this teaching keeping me sharp. You have to use your brains. And brains is the same like muscles. If you don't use them, they dry. So if they're showing me their story or project, but I have not seen before, and it's kind of machine is working that I immediately have to ask something to give some comment. I think about teaching so that I am not kind of clever guy from looking down and saying that I do like this. We are approaching to this situation that we are filmmakers and we can talk about things like two filmmakers. and suddenly you are understanding that you are not just colleagues, but you are friends. And this is maybe one of nice things in teaching. This way to find this final visual, how it's happening, what we can see in script, it's taking time. Again, if story is very simple, it's giving much more space to use this all beauty what you can do with animation, how to play with images. So there are no recipe how to make good film. When you start with production, you have to feel that you are ready. You like to make this story what you have. You like to make this visible to other people. So you have to check out all small things. If you're getting a new idea, you have to check how it's fit to what you already have. If you're having something new, probably you have to throw out something. Maybe I can say that motivation to make film, for me, it's mainly you, before production, you build up some kind of system and you are not sure that it's going to work or not. Only way to see this is to make this film.
Estonia suunas.
Kas pole tore, et meie liitlased on nüüd kosmoseriikide vennalikus peres? Mis see sul on?
Ei midagi.
The most sweet is when good soundman and good composer coming and putting, I think always director have to have idea why you need their music, what kind will be part of sound in this sequence. But I'm not composer, I don't hear this music. And a good sound designer, if he putting, you explaining what you like, and suddenly he's showing you something else, and something else together with this moving image, it's suddenly going to be alive. It's something, some positive surprise.